Well, you won't get a lemon from Toyota of Orange.
Wrestling buddies want to be your buddy.
Drug-free's the way to be.
What do you think you're doing?
Well, Miss Musso, we were just doing a promo.
Welcome to Home Wrestling League.
Hey everybody, I am Drew No Gimmicks Needed Radley. I am going to be the host for this episode because Pennie, our host, is currently still on assignment. We hope she's in the jungles of parts unknown. So hopefully she will come back with some information and we're going to keep rocking. I'm here with Crystal, the Casual and the Unicorn Station. And we have a guest today, my friend of the pod, Sabrina Gimenez. Did I get it right?
You sure did.
Awesome.
Friend of the pod sounds like some nonprofit organization supporting hosts of Home Wrestling League.
Yeah, like we can have Sarah McLachlan play in the arms of an angel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So when we have guests on, thank you for coming. When we have guests on, we ask them what got them into wrestling. So what got you into wrestling?
Oh man, I think I've texted you about this before. I have a very interesting relationship with wrestling. I am from an immigrant household, not Mexican, so wrestling was like, what? All I know is that kids in school used to say, suck it, and like, what? And like interrupt each other, and I'd be like, why are they being so rude? Not realizing that I would later adopt those things. And of course I had no idea the source of it. So it wasn't until years later I meet my now partner husband, and we're watching something, and they say suck it, and they show the origins of that, and I'm like, ew, it's a wrestling thing? And he goes, yeah, where'd you think it came from? And I was like, uber fascinated by it, like that these, two white dude bros are just like, eh. And of course I love China because she's just a cultural icon. May she rest in peace.
Of course.
And yeah, ever since then I was like asking questions, and my husband got really annoyed with me. I was like, we're gonna watch the 24 episode part series Monday Night Wars on Peacock. So, that was 2 years ago. I have been slowly but surely diving in. We watched Bret Hart Wrestling with Shadows documentary, and it's so good. It's so good. And I've just found myself really kind of drawn more as an adult now to this subculture, if you will. And I find myself really also just finding parallels with real life. And I'm into it. I get it now. I don't, when I was younger, it was a whole different ballpark. I was a different child, and now I feel like I get it now. I get it.
Yeah. It's funny because the term punk rock has been coming around, and I think a lot of people like the punk rock aspects of professional wrestling. So
I see that. I'm a massive punk kid. Like that was definitely what I was into in high school, and a lot of like, mosh culture and just being in general anti-establishment. And I feel like that's ironic calling wrestling anti-establishment. At its core, it is. WWE is not.
Yeah.
But I find that the people, I'm crowd watching half the time I'm watching these events, because they're just really, people are like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah, people get really into it. Like, the fans of wrestling are unlike any other fans. They're
Truly.
The only fans I can compare them to, and people are gonna be like, what? They're like K-pop fans.
I see it.
They really are. There's like a lot of like story almost.
Yes.
They're all very into. There's a lot of like pageantry.
Pageantry, camp, it's performative. And I feel like K-pop celebrates performativity.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the boy band like thing from back in the 2000s, but for sure this is high theater.
Oh yeah, no, they all do that. It's very performative. Like there's so many performative aspects of K-pop. It's not even funny. But yeah, a lot of wrestling reminds me of that. Like the intensity with which people support the people they like,
Oh, absolutely.
and the just like the energy of being at the live shows.
Yeah,
As a film student, I have grown to appreciate now the absolute performance that goes into the effort, really, or maybe
Right.
the lack of effort from some people, but
No,
those are
yeah.
usually fascinating too.
oh, they absolutely are. I mean, I have notes on this most recent event, but yeah, we'll get into that later.
Another question.
Becky.
We'll talk about it. Another aspect we like to ask is, um, if you were a professional wrestler, what would be your gimmick and what would be your walkout music?
Oh my goodness. Damn, 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 damn. This is a good one. Okay. I thought about this before. Okay. I saw that there was like recently, I don't know if she's TNA or AEW or if she's like a farm teams wrestler, but and I don't know her name, but she's like a skater chick. Um, I feel, does this ring a bell?
The Cora Jade
Maybe.
might be. Yeah.
Okay. I feel like I'd be somewhere between that and like a Liv Morgan. Um, because I really love Liv Morgan's like her whole Jersey shtick. So I would really embrace some sort of like not give a fuck, you know, coquette Sabrina Carpenter type of presentation mixed with like a skateboard. And instead of running down the entrance, I would skate, and it would probably be uh Gorilla Radio by Rage Against the Machine.
Turn that shit off. Yeah.
Yeah. And it would
Uh,
end with me doing some like dumb ollie or whatever
into the ring.
into the ring.
Yeah, I think you're talking about. I think her name is Sal Ruka. Um,
Okay, yes. I saw her on like the Instas one time and I was like, oh, she stole my gimmick. She didn't steal anything. I'm not a wrestler.
yeah, she wrestles in vans, which is hilarious.
Yes,
She
yes.
wrestles in like the high top vans, which is
Uh-huh.
and she's athletic as fuck.
Yes, yes.
Incredible wrestler. Um, yeah. But thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate it. We're gonna talk about Clash in Paris. I want to say at the castle, but the first one was at the castle. The second one was also at the castle, and then now this is Clash at Paris. So I'm glad they didn't keep up with the at the castle of the saga of at the castle.
I just want to say I have an English degree, which is not really that important, also not neither here nor there. But the prepositional agreement of Clash at Paris versus the Clash in Paris, I feel like there could have been well, anyways, whatever.
Wait, what? I think I might have wrote it wrong. I think it is Clash in Paris, right? Or Clash at Paris.
I think it is
Let's
Clash
find
at
out.
Yeah,
Let's find out. Let's do that.
because I might be confusing it Clash at the castle, not Clash in the castle.
Oh, it is
But
Clash in Paris. Okay, never
Clash in
mind.
Paris. No, okay. Yeah, no, I think I
Yeah, it
fucked up.
is. It's Clash in Paris.
Drew.
It's
Sorry.
you know, honestly, I'm like that too, and I'm not an English major, but I did do writing as my major, but not the English one. I write words,
Fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah.
but yeah, even I would have messed that up probably.
Yeah, no, I changed it in the notes, so it never happened. So
Good.
um, I would like to start this off by saying I knew something was off about Clash in Paris, and when I saw how everything was being presented, it made me see Starry Night, uh, the painting by one Vincent van Gogh. You've probably heard of him. He was a Dutch painter, and like he had an okay success like in the late 1800s, He's most known for like his self-portrait and then cutting off his ear. So he, in December 1888, he chopped off his ear, and then he had to go to an asylum. And the asylum is called St. Paul Majou, which had this view of uh, of the city. And he was going off of recollection, and he was saying like, okay, this is I've been painting all of these paintings. He had 10 in all that he sent to Paris to his brother. The most famous being Starry Night, because it's the only one that took place at night, which was drastically different from the other ones that he showed. I'm saying all this to say that Starry Night does not take place in Paris. The painting does not take place in Paris. It's 400 miles away. It's in Saint Remy de province, which is 400 miles away from Paris. Okay. It only spent like a couple years in Paris, that actual painting, before it was sent to the MoMA in New York in the early 1900s. Like I think it's 1909, and it's at the MoMA. Like you could see that painting at the MoMA.
It's
My
not at the
biggest,
Louvre.
it is not the Louvre. Why the fuck is this a part of your graphics package if it has nothing to do with Paris? I can't stress this enough. I've been unemployed for a while. I literally did all of that research and wrote this down in about 15 minutes. And you have a graphics package just dedicated to the fact that you're incorrect about everything is fucking dumb. Like, I can't stress to you. I was just like, wait, Starry Night. And I actually just did a little bit of research. It's a billion-dollar company that no one could do 15 minutes of research. I did 15 minutes of research for this. And I'm just like, what? This company is goddamn insane. Why do they continue to do shit like this?
They
Like,
probably aren't paying somebody who could do that, is what's happening.
Like-
They're like, we don't feel like paying another person who would normally do this, so someone else has to do it who normally doesn't do it. And they're like, Paris. Van Gogh, yes, good.
like I write in the notes that the movie Fargo opening scene takes place in Fargo. That's it. Like, it has something to do with Paris. The painting, Vincent van Gogh, who's Dutch. The only thing it ever had to do in Paris is the fact that it was in Paris for like 15 or so years. That is it. That is the only thing that it has to do with Paris. And I'm just like, billion-dollar company. No one could do research.
It's so sad because when you think about like okay, as a person who's been very graciously privileged enough to go to the Louvre in recent history and I've seen probably the ones that obviously everybody knows are there, the paintings. It's like thematically they're called, okay, the event's called Clash in Paris. I would think graphically they would show clash, battle, battalion, warlike imagery. And the Louvre has no shortage of it. The most famous, probably, in my opinion, being Liberty leading the people. And it's like that painting alone could have been just stretched so thin in the advertising and like not just advertising, but like in the arena graphics world. All of that key art is just going to waste. They wasted it on Starry Night, a very placid, in my opinion, psychedelic, leaning piece of art. And I'm just like, not read your audience.
And like that's the thing. I did the research. They're banking on the people who are watching it to not do the research on it.
Yeah, no.
And for me, it's just like, guys, it's right there. This is anyway. it's not Starry Night. It's Paris is not Starry Night.
It's not.
Yeah. But I will say the set kicked ass. They had the I mean, if you're in Paris, Eiffel Tower looked great. The LED screen that they built up the Eiffel Tower, it's like one of their best sets.
I agree.
So yeah, um, the night starts off with Roman versus Bronson Reed. Um, Bronson Reed comes out with the Shula Fala. The Shula Fala is one of the funniest
I was cackling.
phrases. It's just like imagine getting your ass whooped so bad that you have to get reminded for it for like 2 months, and then just having this guy steal your shoes, and it's just like, oh god. But it's Roman Reigns, so it's just like you're a good looking dude. Like what is this? But wrestling is ridiculous. Roman, like you know how the kids say aura, like his entrance is just aura. Anytime you're in the presence of the entrance, you got to do the one in the air. I do it all the time. This is for the tribal chief.
Oh yeah, he's my only tribal chief.
The only tribal chief. The crowd was really into it too. So
I agree. They were. Oh my goodness, the amount of religious fanaticism from that mostly male crowd, I might add, in France was. I mean, it was so homosexual. I loved it.
I mean,
This is what I've been saying. This is what I've been saying. Wrestling is so gay. It's so gay on so many levels.
We're definitely going to talk about something because there's a really gay storyline that's happening right now, and that was not a part of.
And it's
this.
So funny that it's like normally I would expect, obviously, a lot of the stuff with the women wrestlers is very sexualized,
Sure, yeah.
male gazy stuff, they're legit moves, but they're in their costumes, they're looking pretty, and they're very like, dramatic with the moves. So it's very, it's very sexy. That's fine. I get it. But like, I would not expect that the male stuff to be almost as sexualized.
It was so egregious. I mean, the camera lingers on Roman like, I mean, just butter on bread. It was it is obsessed with him, and he is equally obsessed with it.
Oh yeah, he's the number one guy. Everyone loves him or loves to hate him.
I like him now that he's a free agent and not associated with anybody in any factions. Just family.
It is interesting when they're free agents. It's like, ooh, what are they going to do next?
Exactly.
So Wade Barrett, who's one of the commentators, says this line like, "God, we're on meat planet."
Oh yeah, it's so good.
And I was just like, pause. But like, yeah, that was funny. Like the match is good.
I agree. I did not care for Bronson Reed before. I was like, oh, he reminds me in a lot of ways I mean, I don't know. He's literally just a mad dog.
Yeah. I never actually thought about it. Like I've just seen Bronson Reed for so long now that I'm just like, oh, that's him. Like I remember when his gimmick was, "Hey guys, I'm thick," and he would have thick at the bottom of his trunks, but they were like, "That's not intimidating." And he gets fired, goes to Japan, then becomes awesome, and now we have the tribal thief because he's not the tribal thief, or he's not the tribal chief. He steals, so he's the tribal thief. He's tapping the temple, tapping the temple. The early part of the match, there's a part in it that cracks me up where Roman's trying to lift him up and he just falls on his face, and I'm just like, that is wrestling is comedy. And they also do another like a move where Roman gets hit with something, and then you know how Peter Griffin's at the bottom of the stairs when he falls and he's like crumpled like this. That's how Roman fell. Where you're like, oh, that's such a Family Guy thing right there. But like, the match is fun. Roman wins. He gets his shoes back.
Goes through 17 different Sharpies because apparently at a desk, even on TV, they can't even have their shit together.
And like he was just like, hey, let me go dap up Post Malone and Jelly Roll. who are just in the front row for some reason. The two of the most Parisian people you could think of. Uh,
Super French.
Super
It's so
French.
funny to me that like so many celebrities are now like in wrestling, like constantly. It never used to be like that. And now it's like they all want to have their cameo moment with WWE.
I mean, it's popular right now. Like,
Yeah,
there's a
it is.
reason why Netflix bought it for as much as it did to broadcast. Like, it's popular. It's going through a boom period. Um,
Yeah, the people
and
need
that
entertainment. And that's what wrestling is.
well, that and well, this will get into the business aspect, but you, getting sports and live events like this is only going to help like networks because you can advertise, you can you can like advertise anything you want to show. You get commercial, like you get commercial rates. So like that's part of the reason why all of these streamers are trying to buy live television is because of stuff like that. And it's business, but what can you do? Um, let's see. Yeah, so that match was like 20 something minutes, but I feel like the ending, like after the match was over, that felt like another fucking 20 minutes. Like I'm like, okay, all right, wrap this up, B. Wrap this shit up. And
I
so
hate Braun Breaker, and he just milked his moment. I'm yeah, that felt like an hour.
mhm. like because like you said, Roman gets the Sharpies that don't work, and then he gets the shoes back, and when he gets the shoes back, like supposed to be a big thing. He's just like, well, let me go sign him and throw him to the crowd. And so when he's standing there like a doofus, I'm just like, God, somebody needs to knock you off that fucking thing. And as I was thinking it, Braun Breaker just comes in like a big old. I like Braun Breaker because he's kind of he's just a meathead who is
Yeah.
really good at wrestling, and that's what cracks me up. Where it's
Okay,
just
I
like,
hate him because he's a meathead who is only good at wrestling.
yeah, it's just like you you can't do anything besides this.
Mhm.
That's his character. Where it's just like you are not going to do anything besides this, which you're great at, but doofus.
Did we catch his flub? Like, I'm pretty sure Braun got a CTE or something when
Got it.
when he speared Roman. He looked. I mean, I know this because he's not a good actor, but he looked like he legitimately broke something inside of him spiritually and physically when he went after Roman Reigns. I was like, ugh.
I just I kind of feel sometimes that Netflix is looking at this show and it's like, who can we take so we could put like if Braun Breaker shows up in Bridgerton, I would be like, this is fucking great. It's like a feeder system for Netflix is looking at this show. It's just like, what show that we could cancel after 2 seasons can we put one of these WWE stars on? That's not that's not Stranger Things, but anything else besides whatever. But like I said, match is fun. Like I said, the post match stuff absolutely too long. Um, Roman Reigns is gonna go to his alien planet like Poochie in The Simpsons, but he's actually gonna go to Australia to shoot his parts in Street Fighter.
Uh-huh. Yeah, him and Cody
Because
Rhodes are gonna have a great vacation.
hey, Cody posted a picture yesterday where they're hanging out with all the cast that's not Roman Reigns, and 50 Cent looks like he's 80 in the picture, and uh, yeah, it'll be interesting. Just the fact that they're rebooting this movie from 30 years ago, and to see if it works a second time. Hopefully, John Claude Van Damme wouldn't have an affair with Kylie Minogue and do cocaine all the time, and just make
Why not?
yeah. I hope.
I'm here for the really bad reboots, even if it's gonna be worse. I whatever. I want more shitty movies. I want to live in a world where shitty movies exist alongside really good movies.
Oh yeah, but they all get relegated to streamers. Like I saw War of the Worlds a couple weeks ago, and
I can't
you're
believe
like,
you wasted your time.
oh no, that's hey,
He
when
was
you don't have
mad about it, so he had to go be mad about it and watch it at the same time.
Is
That's
this an
why.
Ice Cube personal thing, or is this you being like, oh, I love War of the Worlds. I'm gonna go see a different version of it, like Hamnet or whatever.
I I took it as I'm like because everybody online was talking about it. I'm like, fuck, sure, I'll watch it. And then watching it, you're just like, oh, this is clearly a movie that they knew was awful, but they just had to release it for like insurance purposes. Like it was clearly shot during pandemic, and then they waited 5 years to do it, and then the entire third act is hinging on the fact that Amazon saves the day. I'm just like, okay, all right, good for you guys.
Oh, because he put in a Prime order and it came in a couple hours later.
Close. It came in 8 minutes.
Oh, you're for real? I was kidding.
Not at all. Not at all. Like that's literally the crux of the third act of the movie. So what happens is, for some reason, Ice Cube is working with the was it the a federal agency, and he needs to get a thumb drive. And so his son-in-law is an Amazon delivery driver who was just like, "Hey, I got this thumb drive. You just have to send a request for Amazon so we can fly the drone to where you're at, so we can put this virus on the drone, so um, you can save the day." And like, yes, I'm talking right now, but it's not recording. But Sabrina's face is very telling on what is happening. So that is the third act of the movie. I'm not even lying to you. Like it's one of those times where you explain it, and then as you're saying it, you're like, that is dumb as fuck. Good times.
Ugh. I went to film school. You went to film school.
Sometimes you just have to be rich to make movies.
Yeah, I guess. All right. Moving on.
Moving on. We have the tag match, the Wyatt Six against the Street Profits. This match was made the night before because the Street Profits won a match against the Miz and Carmella Hayes. But it's also funny because this match is clearly made because Naomi, who was the champion, got pregnant.
You say that like it's a bad thing. She got pregnant. She didn't get cancer. She didn't get diabetes. Well, she might. Gestational diabetes happens when you're pregnant, but
Sabrina, I don't know how women work. Like, what? The fuck? But like, it's very telling that they're like, "Hey, we don't have a plan at all, so we're just just we're gonna make this match that has no heat, and it's gonna be average because it is an advertising spot because
it's
the
Fallout. The
street
Fallout, not the Fallout, Borderlands.
Borderlands.
Sorry.
Yeah, yeah,
The
like
ad played right after the match.
yeah, they come out aggressive Borderland outfits, and I feel like they're like, all right, who back here wants to wear an outfit so they can be on TV? The Street Profits raise their hand, and they're like,
No,
oh,
they didn't raise their hand. They went like this.
and like last year, they had a backlash, and it was in Lyon, France. And that's part of the reason why they're doing this in Paris because the crowd was so fucking hot, and like they loved all the black wrestlers,
They really
and
do.
like because they loved Naomi, they loved Jade Cargill, they loved Bianca Belair, they loved Cody Rhodes, they loved all the black wrestlers. So they ended up being like, you know what, we need to come back. And
We don't have enough black wrestlers right now, but we'll throw these guys in.
yeah, we'll just throw these guys in, and they'll get over because they're just exciting. And funny enough is if you watch the pre-show, they set up the Street Profits breaking up because Montez Ford, aka Bianca Belair's husband, he ended up like he was kind of despondent, and then in this match they were like, hey, uh, like in the match they kind of were just like, hey, they might be splitting up, you don't know, and you're just like, oh, okay. I thought they were gonna split up a while ago, but they just never did it, and it's gonna be weird because Angelo Dawkins, the bigger guy in Street Profits, is not going. I don't have a feeling he's going to do great if they break up. So it's one of those things that kind of sucks. Anyway, the match is okay. Um,
It was fine.
yeah, it was. I think it was the shortest match in the entire night, but yeah, like I said, it was okay. It was just a filler match because there was a match that was supposed to be there that didn't end up happening because I mean I don't know how this works, but women I guess can't get like women get pregnant and stuff. I don't know how women work. It's ugh. Um,
It's so weird. It's like, oh my God, all of a sudden now. Well, you know what? I think as a technicality, it can't be a 2-on-1. So if a pregnant female wrestler wrestles, she's already at an advantage because the government's
exactly,
getting so close to legally recognizing her as two individuals.
exactly. Like that pile of glue that's inside of her is a person.
Yeah, and that's a disadvantage to, other not pregnant single team.
There should be
Not.
laws about
I will say my issue with the tag team in this situation, I do get the hint of a breakup. I was perusing the ye old squared circle subreddit, and yeah, there were some people who were betting on like possibly WrestlePalooza or like another major event PLE coming up that they're gonna just put the breakup on there, but it just felt so they were bored. I thought they were bored.
Yeah,
Not to
yeah,
mention the fact that there was like, I don't know, again, this massive, it just felt so gimmicky. I'm sorry, not gimmicky, like advertisement gimmicky, not like
yes.
fun costume, camp, blah, blah, blah. It felt very much like, oh, we put all these symbols that you know from this popular video game on these costumes, and you're going to buy the video game now when it comes out.
I mean, hey, there's one thing that Vince McMahon. There's a ton of things that Vince McMahon did wrong, like a ton. But him,
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
oh yeah, no, you should definitely if you get a chance to check it out, you should read about
I don't know how to read.
Vince McMahon. Great guy. And so uh, Vince McMahon was just like, we're not gonna put advertisements in the ring like that. That has no place. Like, why are we doing that? And the moment he leaves, they're just like, let's put advertisements everywhere. Let's put them on the ring. Let's put them on the fucking turnbuckles. Let's put them on the LED screen that's outside of the ring. Like everything has. Like the
They
tables
basically
have.
became the World Cup.
Yes, the
Yes.
tables have Slim Jim logos on them. Like
I'm convinced that Slim Jim doesn't actually turn a profit, that their only purpose in life is to create those tables.
I believe it.
When was the last time you
people
bought a
only
Slim
buy
Jim?
those. They only buy them like at,
Gas
gas
stations?
stations in the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
That's
Truckers.
it. Like you're
Truckers.
a trucker. Truckers eat them, but like everyone else, they're not eating them.
it's like
Truckers,
middle.
one thing. The truckers are the one thing keeping Slim Jims in business, and also probably adult magazines.
Yeah. Huh? And they're often
Exactly.
found next to each other.
Right
Slim
next to
Jim
each other.
wrapper
Mhm.
next to ye old Playboy magazine.
You can
Maxim,
get your
whatever.
Slim Jim and get your mags.
It's funny. I don't even think Playboy does nudes anymore. Like, I think it's just a lifestyle magazine, which kind of takes away from the
Interesting.
aspect of Playboy.
It's not going to stop someone from eating a Slim Jim while they read a Playboy.
True.
Exactly.
The phallic,
America.
symbolism of it all. I'm not going to do this on a video. I shouldn't do that anymore.
A meat stick.
A meat stick,
Huh.
like Wade Barrett. suggested.
All right. Yeah, the Wyatts win the match. No one cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. The Wyatts started off so strong last year. You know, a bunch of cannibal inbred hippies, and then yeah, like, no one gives a shit. Like you can have the coolest interest in the world, and no one gives a fuck, and that's heartbreaking.
I was saying that they're like Red Knight Sleepy Hollow,
Yes,
and
yes.
except they live in a sewer.
They, I don't. It's just they showed up and they were so cool, and the entrance is cool, and just they disappeared, and no one cares now. It's just like, oh, you guys are cosplaying. That's cute.
Yeah.
It's like you're cosplaying like you're on the movie The Road. Oh, it's great.
It's that, or it's a Rob Zombie movie that has yet to be made. It's giving House of a Thousand Corpses. It's giving like, the Munsters reboot that they tried so hard to push on Netflix.
Oh no, I remember.
Sponsored by Netflix. Yeah, and we tried. I'm telling you, like it just reads so. To me, it's like I could tell that I could see the pain behind their eyes. I could see the pain behind Nikki Wyatt's eyes. Just like she's holding on to what his face is like and just like, get me out of here.
It's like, I have a doctorate, or I have a master's degree. Why am I doing this right now?
I have to hide under the apron. I hate this shit. Help me.
Help. Oh man. I hopefully things get better for them. Um Next match we got Becky Lynch versus Nikki Bella. This is such there is a lot of ring rust, or you guys are not communicating very well, because there's like a couple of botches. There's ones that's been making the internet rounds.
There was at one point I just thought to myself, okay, well, my favorite was Becky. She put in 10%. I was like, damn, she's really like not about this right now. At one point, Nikki's got her back and forth on the commentators' tables, and it's just Becky's hands. And I'm like, oh, she's like auditioning for a baby commercial, or Motley Crue's drummer, because it's just all hands. It's just this,
Yeah.
this, or she's yeeting both sides of the stage.
It was like Ace Ventura getting beat on the drums with his face, like,
yes. I'm like, oh my gosh, she did not want to be here. Mm-mm-mm.
But that match is so weird, because it's just like, it's just, you can see why sometimes people need a couple warm-up matches before they actually like work together, and they really needed some sort of a warm-up match, because it was not clicking. And like, Nikki Bella doesn't really wrestle anymore. Like, she is a personality, and nothing wrong with that, but I wouldn't have had her on the show. Like, she wasn't bringing anything, not to knock her, so she wasn't bringing anything like more to the program, you know what I'm saying? Like, her ex fiance was there, but like that's another story. Um I think there's a reason why Becky Lynch is the Intercontinental Champion, and it's because she likes to try to elevate people, and it just didn't work because I think there's just so much ring rust. But that's just me. She wins with the roll up, which is funny because like her barely winning the match, she just calls it the linchpin, and I'm like, that's innovative. I like that.
I appreciated that. To me, they missed a golden opportunity to call it something French related, because the way she was positioned made her look like the Eiffel Tower. And I'm just saying that anyways, I love linchpin. Yes, creative, but her positioning at that point was like more Eiffel Tower-esque.
Oh man, like I just imagine if Vince McMahon was there, they'd be like, well, why don't we just call it the Eiffel Tower? And they'll be like, Vince,
You can't call it the
man,
Eiffel Tower.
why the fuck not? And
Yep.
then somebody whispers in his ear, he's like, a sex position. Like, oh my god! Like sometimes I miss them, but 9 times out of 10, or 10 times out of 11, I no. Um, moving on, we have Sheamus versus Rusev, which probably the match of the night because
So good.
what is
God, we love a good old fashioned Donnybrook, don't we?
man when they showed I watch them on at Netflix, but when they showed the story of how we got there, the fact that Adam Pearce is yelling at these guys, and he's just like, "I'm so angry at you guys right now. Right, we're gonna solve this in an old-fashioned Donnybrook match." And I'm like, how do you say that line and try to make it serious?
Mhm.
Like that's impossible.
Oh,
We're
AP
gonna make
can't
it,
do that regardless.
we're gonna make it an old-fashioned Donnybrook match. Like, no. I'm like, no. Fuck. Uh, yeah, they basically had one of those matches that if you're playing um a video game, you do because it's just fun because you could just throw each other into shit. You could beat each other with shillelaghs. You could throw them through a bar. Like the part of him getting thrown through the bar like later on in the match is so funny because Sheamus is such a big dude that he
I
had
know.
such a hard time getting back up.
He had to condense or compress himself to just fit through the damn thing.
Yeah. But of the meaty men slapping meat matches, this is one of the better ones.
you
Nothing.
you think that basically at some point they're paying Sheamus to not get a tan because they really want you to see the abuse the man takes.
It's just like any type of slap. You're just like blood. Blood is right there in his body. It's like this man does not tan at all. He lives in Tennessee for a reason, or he should probably be living in Seattle. But whatever. Um, it's funny to think that Cracker Barrel had their whole like spat this week, and you know the WWE saw that it was just like we're gonna have a bunch of barrels where they're gonna do submissions and throw each other off of. So yeah, we don't give a fuck about Cracker Barrel and what's going on because we're probably doing shit with Cracker Barrel. Um, like it's so weird that Sheamus is 47 years old and he's like doing these matches. I'm like, I'm almost 40 and I see that and I'm like, couldn't be me.
Uh-huh.
It's like my legs pop when I get up, so I'm not fucking doing any of this.
So do his.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
okay.
like the muscles keep him good.
He is a fine specimen of a 47-year-old man. I don't think Sheamus is perfect, but I think he's probably one of my consistent favorites to watch. I've never seen him not be willing to put his body out there and just take, I don't even want to say take one for the team. He knows what he does good, well, and he commits and like I mean it's entertainment, it's pure entertainment. At no point did you see that crowd like fall asleep.
Yeah. Like they were beating the shit out of it. It's like when two guys are friends because they're just like, hey, I'm gonna hit you as hard as you can or as hard as I can. So you cool with it? Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
guess.
Yep. Yep. No, I learned how to count a lot during that match. I took 2 years of French in high school, and I was just reminded I was just counting on my couch. I was like, un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq. And at one point, at one point, Seamus got all the way up to tens, which is 15. And I was like, yeah, I still remember how to count.
Counting in
But
French is wild too. The way they like once you get past 10, like it's insane.
Uh-huh.
It's not just this, it's this and this. And I'm like, you know
Uh-huh.
what? No, thank you. No, thanks.
don't you mean we?
We.
Oh yes.
Okay, go home now.
But they it was easily the match of the night, and like Sheamus doesn't tap out, so like they say this is the second time he's ever tapped out, which is like really cool and
I
impressive.
agree.
And yeah, it was just like
He
I
got
said,
gagged by a shillelagh. I honestly, by a split shillelagh.
yeah.
Shillelagh, whatever.
It's just like it reminded me of the Robin Hood Prince of Thieves part where the staff keeps breaking and then they're holding the staff like this and then they're just hitting each other in the hands. Like anytime I see a stick that of that size, I just want to do the uh but yeah, that was easily the match of the night. What did you like about it, Sabrina?
Oh, okay. I mean, okay. I am actually not the biggest Rusev fan. I don't hate him. I'm just bored. um, but I found that this one was just like so tit for tat. It was nice to see each of them get their own little like diva moments. The barrel climb was definitely like just so epic, and I think he has really great chemistry with Sheamus. It's I I don't know. I felt that they both really sold their physicality super well in this match. And they're both really big dudes. Rusev has brawn, Sheamus has height and brawn, almost like LeBron. And it feels like sometimes they try to focus on if you're smaller, you're going to go more technical, and if you're bigger, you're going to go more weight based. It felt very even keeled on both ends. And I just love watching them both pounding on each other, just like to no end. Moreover, I think that for me, there was no lull.
Mhm.
Even at some points when you're just like, oh, Rusev's done. Like Sheamus has got this in the bag. Rusev found a way to still crank up that crowd factor and find a reason for us to like not fall asleep. And it to me, it was a well paced match for how long it was.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, why that was my favorite. I think that one, we're gonna talk about it later, but I think the Logan Paul John Cena match should have been the headliner, but I think that the Donnybrook match was a close second, if not tied, for my first favorite of the night.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of, you said the John Cena Logan Paul match. Yeah, I really also enjoyed that match. Like I liked how it started where Logan Paul comes out, and I didn't realize to this time he came out that his new theme song is like "I'm So Humble," and it's the
Yeah,
serious version of the song that Connor for Real sings in Pop Star Never Stop Never
hmm
Stopping, where they're both called "I'm So Humble," and it's just like it's literally a serious version of that song,
I would
and it
love
makes me
Andy
laugh.
Samberg to do a cameo, like how CM Punk gets cult personality played
Living Color.
by in Living Color, and this time, except in Living Color, it's
Kind of
what's
for
his
real.
face. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, I can't English right now, but yes,
So many meta levels to this.
yes.
Logan
But
Paul he's an anomaly. It's like he was born to be a wrestler, but he got there late.
I agree. I watch him. I watch him. Okay, I study his face a lot because he's uh I'm doing 1,000 yard stare at my wall right now, trying to come up with my analysis of Logan Paul, and I can't. I think he was born to wrestle. I think the
Mhm.
kid is certainly somebody who I believe he was a huge wrestling fan growing up. I think he definitely knew his shit. I believe he was that kid who would probably do shit on the playground and the teachers be like, stop it. This is not a wrestling match. This is in elementary school. And he was just like, this is just what he wanted to do. But I think I'm just like wondering, is the human in there somewhere? And
No.
I finally saw a glint of that. I saw a little. It's microscopic. It's like
Mhm.
this. I saw the littlest bit of it during this match with John Cena.
Yeah, like John Cena, I know he's quitting wrestling in like 3 months, but he is really good. And so he made Logan Paul look like a viable person that could beat him. Like in any other, like this is how ridiculous wrestling is. Because like if you watch both of them on the street, you're like, oh yeah, no, that guy's definitely gonna like murder him. But he gave him some hope, and he could potentially be a face, but like we know him as a human, so he is not a face in real life. Like a guy
He can never
kind
be.
yeah. Once you go to the suicide forest and then you're like, oh shit, a person died, and like let's film it for content. It's kind of hard to come back from that. Um, but shout out to Peacemaker season 2. Like,
Truly, I honestly, and they put that little blurb in before the match. I was here for it.
yeah, like he is it because I don't know if you read anything today, but the Smashing Machine just played in the Venice Film Festival.
I haven't. Oh, I didn't read any reviews about it yet.
Oh, okay, so it's
Is it
got
getting
like
destroyed?
no, they say it's really fucking good, and
Damn, I don't. I
yeah,
actively root for the. I root against the Rock.
well, I mean it's the Siafi brothers, so like I'm like I like his movies. Like both of them are doing two different movies coming out around the same
For
time,
sure.
which is weird. They're trying to do the Joel and Ethan Cohen garbage.
Yeah.
As long as they don't make Honey Don't, they're good. But anyway, I just like watching John Cena emote. You're just like, oh, you take this incredibly seriously, and he and I respect it for him. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if you watch Total Divas, he is a fucking monster. But him and like his acting, he's really good. He's really good at like emoting. And Peacemaker season 2 really captures that. It's only 2 episodes in, but it's really fucking good. One thing I did not like about this match is the spamming of the finishers. Like John Cena needed 4 of his finishers to beat Logan Paul. Like that no. Like no. I don't like when they do it, and
It was a
they
checklist.
Does it feel like they were gilding the lily a little bit, maybe?
Yes,
yeah.
I got that vibe for sure.
Yeah, like it doesn't make sense. Like and like wrestling's not real. Like for those who watch, wrestling is not a real thing. Like I just
What?
state that. Yeah, exactly. Like I know it's disappointing to hear, but it's not real.
No.
Hey, you joke, but they'll like people need to come to grips with that. So like, the fact that Logan Paul would even have a chance is just like, oh well, yeah, it's fucking wrestling. Um, but yeah, that this match also kind of did go on a little too long for my liking, and uh, and John Cena can't wrestle all the people he wants to wrestle, so he was using finishers from people who he wrestled in the past. Like he used an AJ Styles move. He used
Yeah.
a move called the End of Days. He used the Code Breaker by Chris Jericho. So it was a cool like
Little
retrospective.
homage.
Yeah, they were all homages to the guys he faced over time, and it was it was great, and it was very very fun. What did you think of the match, Sabrina?
Yeah. I mean, I know you say AJ Styles. I missed him. I feel like France would have really just given him a giant old kiss on the forehead.
Oh yeah, like I'm watching because Raw's on right now because they're shooting in France, and he just
Yes.
had a match, and they were going crazy for him.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, it's funny. I think him, John Cena, like CM Punk. I think a lot of those guys, the French really respond to their legacy, and that's what I think was really carrying this match was the love that this crowd has for John Cena, the time, the years he's put in. They didn't because in America you're watching these matches and it's just like it's a crowd of boos whenever Logan Paul fights anybody, and it's like I get it. Look, I would be booing and flipping him off too if I were there, but now, but I'm also like watching this as like what programming am I watching? What am I watching it for? And who's in the match with him? And the crowd really, I think, gave Cena the ducats that he deserved. The reason why he was there, they showed him why he's the greatest of all time.
Mhm.
And not only that, but like they spent more time, I think, really embracing this. It's not a May December thing because they're not dating, but like you have old head, new head. I can't really think of anything to compare it to.
No, like that's right. It's just old school, new school, and it's just the clashing of what's better
It is a true clash. I think that was at the crux of it. That
in
was the
Paris.
theme in Paris. Yes, case in point, the title. And yeah, I think it was also nice to just not have the crowd constantly booing Logan Paul. They were really into the match. They weren't getting distracted by Logan Paul's persona. Like, yeah, we got it a couple times, but at no point did they let that overtake the fact that they're watching one of Cena's last big good matches. And I really appreciated that. I was trying my damn hardest. I'm Googling what the fuck are they chanting? Because there were some times where I was like, what are they saying? What are they saying? I wanted to be part of, like, I wanted to be with them, and I couldn't because I don't speak French. But there's so much about it that I think was well done. I did think it ran a little long. I agree with Crystal. It gilded the lily for sure. I saw at some point I was like, Logan Paul looks like he needs his own prime drink because I see the eye sockets getting deeper and deeper, and the poor man just needs like a shot of steroids or juice or sugar. Somebody give that man,
Give him some
Give him,
electrolytes.
give him
Shit.
some
give him a B.
electrolytes.
Give him a B12 IV, guys. Get something in
Yes.
that guy.
Oh man, yeah. I was just like, okay, poor man. I know that he's dedicated to the bit that much, but at some points when he's doing it, it's like, what? What? I'm like, all I see is red rings. I'm like, oh man,
Hydrate.
hydrate, man.
Oh my god. But like I said, like you said, it's gonna be one of his last matches, and that's why everybody responded the way they did. So shout out to John Cena. He is, in my book, the second best professional wrestler actor ever.
Okay, who's your
So,
first?
oh, it's Batista, easy.
Oh, it's funny. Wait, you
Those
too, Crystal?
No, those are the two. It's Batista and Cena. Those are the two best wrestling actors.
Yes, yes, I agree. I think I'm always okay. I like Cena. I think his heel turn was very interesting. I'm glad that he's over that stupid hump. But also, moreover, I'm just really stoked that it's like I see him now in this era. I'm like, I know he's a good actor. Back in the day, we didn't really have that. We didn't have Peacemaker. We didn't have blockers. We didn't have these amazing products that he was able to churn out and be like, look, I can actually do the fucking thing. And watching him now as his retirement tour is coming to a close, coming to a head, it's like there's so much warmth that I'm receiving him with, and it makes it worth the amount of effort he's putting in because I know that this is really truly his number one passion. Acting came naturally for him as a result, I believe, because of how much work he put into the WWE and his
Yeah.
wrestling career.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. Because a lot of wrestling is acting. Like they are doing acting. That's the thing that
Yes.
people don't realize a lot about this. It's live theater with stunts.
Mhm. It's
And
medieval times without the
yeah,
horses.
exactly. That's what it is. And it's like they have to do a lot. Now, are all of them great at the acting part? No, they are not. They are not. But they're doing it while they're throwing themselves off of a fucking like 5 foot pole.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
gotta hand it to him. But yeah, no, he's good. His comedic timing is incredible.
That's phenomenal.
Like
I
it's
love the man.
crazy. I mean, Batista, like I think he famously was like when he finally heard her when he was cast in what was it, Guardians?
Yeah,
He's like, oh,
Guardians.
I have to take lessons. He's like, I have to take this serious. Like he went seriously and like I got a coach. I got to get better at this, and he did. And he got good.
I agree.
He's
I agree.
it's just
And he's
crazy.
good in horror movies too. Like, God
Yeah,
forbid that like you cross genres. Because okay, comedy I think is easier for a wrestler because they worked with live audiences, but you're talking about like a serious genre in horror, it can easily become a comedy if you're not playing it the right
right.
to your right strengths. And I think
Mhm.
Batista has just the right gumption to know which way to go with his career, and I like that. I like his track so far.
Even that little bit he did in Blade Runner. He was in there for like what, 5 minutes, I think.
Exactly,
He was really
nailed
good.
it.
And it's funny because I always remember this tweet. Chance the Rapper basically was just like, Dave Bautista is in this movie. It's like, this motherfucker is a full ass thespian.
Oh,
And I'm
bless
like,
him.
every time I think about Dave Bautista, I think of that one tweet
That
where
one.
it's just like, he's like, he's a full ass thespian.
Hey, look, it's the same reaction I had when I saw Vince Staples act. I was like, oh shit, okay, this motherfucker can sing, he can dance, he can rap, and he can act, and he's funny as hell too. So,
Oh my god, like that guy's a fucking revelation.
mm-hmm.
Damn. Let's see. Right before they go to the four-way match, they have one of the French announcers announce that, hey guys, you guys have spent the most amount of money in France in this arena. Congratulations to yourself. And it's just like, what are you guys congratulating? Like, get that. It's not a flex to be like, congratulations on spending so much money on this product. Like, clap it up, everybody. It's the greatest it's the greatest gate ever since uh Taylor Swift.
Yep.
And I'm like, well, I mean, I know Tay Tay, like, Tay Tay's ridiculous. Like, she is she is the white woman's Elon Musk. So, like, anybody will go see her. Like, it's just like, oh my god, I'm gonna go see Tay Tay tonight. So she's just popular all around the world. And that was one of those things that caught me wrong. Like that, and then the fact, like I said at the beginning with the long preamble, like you guys couldn't research where you were at, so it's kind of stupid. Rubbed me the wrong way. But now we're getting to the main event, which is the four-way between CM Punk, La Knight, Jey Uso, and Seth Rollins. And yeah, I put in my notes the yeah versus yeet. That's always the thing. L.A. Knight yeet. L.A. Knight yeet. Like,
Love
yeah,
LA Knight.
yeet.
Goddamn that man. Bless him. He's put up with so much shit.
I mean, La Knight's always been fun, and like there's things he said who's made me just crack up, and I'm glad that he's
Headlining.
headlining in his 40s, and he has made a second run. So it's really
Yes.
cool to to see that. This is a match between four 40-year-old men just beating the shit out of each other.
Mhm.
And so this is why this match is weird, because they're like, hey, we all hate Seth, so let's just beat up Seth.
Mhm.
And then they beat up Seth, and they're like, oh shit, let's go get a table. So they get the table, and then Jey Uso is just like, yeah, fuck all this. And then just hits LA Knight. And you're like, wait, what? Like, put him through the table first.
Yeah. Oh, I did not like that setup either. I was like, whatever.
It's like, I know they have Chekhov's table and shit, but like, come on. Think about it, man.
There was a funny moment where it's the three of them in the ring, and like, I think was it Wade who's like, this is a Dudley Brothers homage moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, let's see it. And it was kind of like Larry Moe and Curly bit with the three of them are like, I know we're supposed to get this going and we're gonna figure it out, but like, let's just go. Anyways, I thought it was just very adorable to see them all three have like an attempt at a moment where they're like, we're trying to like harken back to history here. Bless their little hearts.
And I just that part cracked me up, because like I know they're all trying to win the match, but like it would have made more sense just to get rid of Seth and then go do what you had to do.
I agree.
The match was interesting because I forgot to mention this, but earlier in the night, Jay gets his ass whooped because Roman got his ass whooped for 20 minutes. And so he's in there with taped ribs.
He's like, my cousin, family.
It's like Vin Diesel, or was it Ohana, or With,
Did you just make a Lilo and Stitch Fast and Furious crossover on accident?
exactly, where it's just like Ohana means family. Um, but as the match is going on, I'm like, "Ugh, who's gonna save Seth?" Because initially I thought it was gonna be Montez Ford because the way I thought he was gonna turn that night, but uh, when all the both Lanite and uh, Jay Uso get taken out, then CM Punk and Seth Rollins look at each other like it's that thing that people say is like if you either hate somebody or you want to have sex with them. Like it's
Uh-huh.
very
Oh, they do that with each other all the time. I'm
hello.
back.
Oh, does it say it again?
I said I see them. That's all they do with each other is they look at each other like that all the time.
Is the kill me or the fuck me eyes? Like
Mm-hmm.
it's
Or
that's
both.
yeah. And then CM Punk gets the upper hand. He hits him with one GTS,
Yes. He
and then
tries.
yeah, and then he lands on him, and then he's just like, "Oh, I could do this again." And then I think right before he's about to hit the second GTS, that's when he says, "I hate your family."
Yes.
And then
Yes.
and then a very slender, shapely woman decides to um, interfere in the match, and she's dressed as a ninja. And as soon as she showed up, I'm like, "Oh, this is a better idea. This is so much of a better idea." And Becky fucking hits him in the crotch, shows off to the audience. And this made me think wrestling is the only time that this is allowed,
Hmm?
where a ninja could come out and then the ninja reveals itself. Like that's the only time. Like that's how ridiculous wrestling is, where it's just like, well, why don't you just come out without the costume? Like, what is the point of dressing up like a ninja if you're just gonna reveal yourself? Anyway, she hits him, and then Steph goes to stomp, wins, and then they're just celebrating over like the belt over CM Punk's corpse. And I don't know if this is going to set up CM Punk's wife, AJ Lee, to come back.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, because someone was suggesting that it could be a Bailey CM Punk
That'd be cool.
crossover.
Um, but I think it's leaning towards his wife, which will be cool because it'll be the first time she's wrestled in a decade.
Yes. I mean,
Um,
she's been busy making that bag, getting her nut.
yeah, and like I think she's got a couple books down the pipeline. Like
Hmm.
she was on an episode of WTF. Like
She was at
like
Comic-Con for like a panel.
yeah, so she's doing well. So she doesn't really need to come back to wrestling. But you know, if TKO is throwing out money, like Ari Emanuel's just like, sure, let's take care of this problem. This is like we last month we let Brock Lesnar come back, so you know, let's throw more money at this problem. Like it's
Everyone's just like, ugh.
I mean it's a mess, but like I said in the last episode, Ari Emanuel has so many like lawyers and people to see through contracts that the Brock Lesnar thing happened. And I think I texted both of you guys this. The Brock Lesnar thing only happened because the woman. Had he had sex with a woman, would have been fired. But the fact that what in the deposition, it basically says that Brock Lesnar was supposed to meet up with the woman, didn't because he overate and got sleepy. And
I'm sorry.
Which, I mean, that happens to me all the time.
Yeah, you can't. Well, you can't be doing that kind of stuff when you're full. Like there was, I don't know if any of you remember, there was a very infamous article online that was supposedly supposed to be true, and in the realm of adult fiction, if you will, where this person was like, we ate a bunch of tacos and then we did our adult fun time, and I'm like, you did what and then what now? No, 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 no. That's how I know this is fake. Never mind the fact that you're talking about having blueberry flavored products for adult fun time, but tons of
full
tacos
on
before?
a full tummy? On a full
No,
tummy?
on a full tummy. That's not happening. That's not happening. It's just not happening.
That's a fucking mess. I,
But
I just,
Brock
yeah,
Lesnar for sure. Fuck him.
Oh yeah.
I was so like I felt like that was just so extra. And for what? Like to me, that's one of those moments where they just want they want to cut to the audience going, and then that's a great program. That's cut, done, delivered, print.
yeah. And it's just, it's a mess. Like, he's going to show up for WrestlePalooza, whatever the fuck. And sure, okay. But it just, it didn't really jive well, and then that's kind of why they haven't really been talking about it. And they're just gonna wait. They're gonna wait it out. They're gonna see. It's like, well, if it's a cancel situation, like, we can bring him back. Like, he's not Lydia Tarr, so like, he's just not gonna just end up outright getting canceled.
Oh my god. Your obsession with Lydia Tarr is next level.
Hey, it's like, you
Just
got to
because
separate.
Drew, go ahead.
You have to separate the tart from the tartist. Okay.
Here's the thing. You probably know this about Drew, but Drew's favorite kind of character is a irredeemable scumbag.
Ah,
He loves a scumbag. And the fact that this is a woman scumbag tickles his
yeah.
fancy even more. Like, he is just like, this is great. But I mean, I'm like him. I support women's wrongs,
Women's wrongs, women's rights. I said
All
the
of them.
same thing. That's why I'm always here for like when people shit on like gay movies and like how they always end in tragedy. I'm like, or when they end in happy, they're like, that's not what the real gay experience is. I'm like, well, actually, it's all of it. I want to live in a world where they die and they live.
Right. I would like to see both, please. ¿Por qué no los dos?
Porque no los dos. Exactly.
He's saying it like I'm not Mexican.
No, exactly.
Or the meme that all the millennials love, that both is good from El Dorado.
Both.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, most of them.
But yeah, that's Drew's thing. He loves a scumbag.
Okay, so for that, to that point, the scumbag in this in that four-way match for sure. I mean, Seth was really something. He was in a particularly ornery mood, obviously, because his stable has been sent to prison. Just kidding, no, the hospital, and like kicked out. But there was something so smarmy and smug about him that was like, it felt different than other matches with him. And again, when he delivered that "I hate your family" line, right? Was that it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is next level nasty.
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
Because Becky's there. I buy it. Becky for sure. Seth Rollins is so self-centered or the visionary type guy. It's hard to see him think past somebody else besides his own personal vendettas.
yeah. Yeah. Like, it's just, I'm just like, you were talking about Seth Rollins at Raw. That's like really fucking good with all of them in there. But like, um, yeah, like, you don't really think about. Yeah, sorry, I lost my train of thought.
There's a lot to think about. That match was a lot. I just want to say
Yeah.
MVP award goes to CM Punk's knee. That thing put in work.
Oh yeah.
I know people hate on CM Punk. I love him. I don't care. I really do.
Oh, he's
Like,
enjoyable.
he's
Honoring that he's enjoyable.
it's because he's not like graceful. He's not like a great technician. Like, he's good at certain things, but he understands pro wrestling better than like most people, and that's why he works as well as he works. And that's why he will forever be a legend, because he's not like, his body's not great because he he doesn't do steroids. Like he just looks like a 40-year-old angry guy from the Midwest.
Uh-huh.
And
Yep.
yeah, and like this, I just love the fact that it's going to be two guys, two 40-year-old men from the Midwest that look like dads. One is a dad, and one's a dog dad.
Hmm.
And
They both use strollers extensively.
they both use strollers. And it's going to be like this battle, this war between us that's been going on is going to extend to our wives that upstage us.
Hmm. Oh, I love that they are both very aware that their wives carry them.
Yeah, they're wife guys. Like it's the battle of wife guys.
Hmm.
It's just like my wife is the best. No, my wife is the best. No, my wife is the best. And it's just gonna be really interesting to see how this is gonna go down. But yeah, Clash in Paris. Sabrina, what do you give it? What's the score you give it?
What's your rubric? What do you guys do? 1 to 11 or?
You can give it a grade, you can give it a number, you can give it anything.
I'm gonna give it a grade because I don't know why. I feel like it just feels appropriate right now. I'm gonna give it a B plus.
Yeah, I will give it a B because it was the pay-per-view where things just happened, but it didn't feel like something was gonna it didn't feel like pertinent to watch. Like I watched it live, but it's not one of the ones that you actually have to catch live. Like if you would have caught it like later on in the day, you would have been good.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
I
So
avoided all the spoilers I could, but I was like, I was putting a bunch of things together during the day, and I was like, and now I'm gonna watch this.
but yeah, Serena, thank you so much for coming on to the pod. Can you tell people your blue sky and your Twitter? Because I know you don't do Instagram like that. So
I don't. Let me see. What is my blue sky? My blue sky is, I think it's Scabrina, Skabrina
I get
dot
it.
blue dot b sky dot social. And my Twitter slash X, I don't know if I'm going to be sued for saying Twitter still. I think it's Scabrina with 3 A's. Skabrina triple A.
Shout out to Ska. You know,
Ska. Yeah, I just really like ska music. Oh, I guess that I should have made a ska song my entrance song for. Well, it's fine. No, because Sami Zayn has that, and I love Sami Zayn too much to encroach on his territory.
what was he do? You're doing the dance that he used to do down to the ring.
Yeah, the little rude skank.
Yeah, like
Yeah. Oh, also shout out to Sami Zayn. You're perfect. Marry me.
Sami Zayn, like the night before, he won the championship, so that was really cool.
I know.
It's always weird because Sami Zayn is um a Arab French Canadian
Mm-hmm.
who got famous for doing Mexican gimmick
Uh-huh.
of a luchador named El Generico,
Uh-huh.
and he's just basically traveled the world for it. Like it's just such a weird thing. Like, oh yeah, wrestling is kind of ridiculous sometimes.
Mhm. Yeah.
So
And he's extremely humanitarian and stands up for his Palestinian brothers and sisters. And I just love the man.
yeah.
Not Becky. Sammy.
Well, I mean, they both love them some Miss Rachel. It's pretty funny.
Yes,
Like,
this is true. I love Miss Rachel. I'm here for Miss Rachel.
it's like shout out to Miss Rachel.
She's
I love to see her in the ring.
oh gosh, can you imagine? That'd be so funny. Oh, I bet that would be entertaining actually. Not having her do anything, but maybe like telling them to like solve their problems better.
Yeah, like she's
Good
not
choices.
she comes in from, at some point underneath the apron or wherever, and she's just like, hi. Okay, you stand over there and you stand over here. Let's talk for a second.
Yeah,
Let us sing our feelings out loud.
pretty much.
Buddy, hi. That would be, oh my God, that would be great.
It would be incredible. And I can see her doing it because she seems like she's down for pretty much anything.
I
She's very
agree.
game.
She looks fun. Like, I know everybody hates her because, well, not everybody, but people are like, why are you so anti-Semitic? Even though she's just like, we need to save
The
the
children.
Children.
kids.
She's like, this was just about all the children.
And then people are like, man, I can't believe she's so anti-Semitic
It
because
was
she wants to
crazy,
say,
the backlash
what,
she got.
what the
Um,
fuck is going on?
It's like if people were to, because she is like Mr. Rogers. That's what she is. She's these kids, Mr. Rogers.
I
That
agree.
same,
Yes, and there's
same
a
vibe.
there's a hypnotic quality about her just ability to talk to children that I think
Mhm.
like that's like the thing people are just so intimidated by. It's like, sorry, she has your children in a stranglehold of love.
No, she does kids. My niece loves her. Like loves her. Like
Same.
she'll request, she'll be like,
Miss
Miss
Rachel.
Rachel, Miss
Miss
Rachel.
Rachel.
And I'm like, all right, let's do it. Let's do it, buddy. Miss Rachel. So, I know all of her songs myself.
Yeah, we're indoctrinated.
Yep.
But Sabrina, thank you for coming on the pod. We really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
What an honor. Thank you.
It was a good time.
It was a good time had by all. Normally we just end the podcast, so I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, bye.